And what we forgot here for this component was the visibility icon. We're going to add it right now. So this icon, just selected the eye icon, copy it, go back to your screen and just paste it right here. Let's give it a white color and let's just align them both. There we go. Let's put it right on the right side of the grid. Perfect. Okay. So for this cause, for the 4 options that we're going to design, we'll need icons. So we're going to be using this send icon. We're going to be using this arrow down icon. We're going to be needing also the swap icon and the plus icon. So just copy them and go down to your login frame. Paste them right here. Let's give them a white color. And there we go. Let's position them up. And now we just want to create circles. So click O and hold shift while creating these. Make sure to create them right in the grid columns. There we go. That should be good. Want to create 4 of these, so hold shift alt to copy them and align them perfectly on the grid. There we go. That's good, I think. Yep, very good. So let's align them to center if they're not. That's good. For the moment we can disable our layout grid. Okay, so you want to select all of them and you want to select this background color. You'll see why. And at the color picker, we're just gonna give them a lighter shade, just slightly lighter. There we go. But before we continue, we should change the background color of the app. So we want to select the fill and we want to select the background mobile. There we go. And now we can select the color again from the background. There we go. And now let's find something a little bit lighter. You can experiment this by yourself. Experimenting is learning, so make sure to add your input as well. There we go. I think that should work very nicely in this situation. So what we want to do now is we want to frame this circles. So right click on them and frame selection. So they're going to be frames. So we're going to add this right here, align it. There we go. The plus at the end, and there's gonna be the swap icon. There we go. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty neat to me. So now what we want to do is add a little bit of text below it. So let's see what we can have right here. We have title 3, title 4. Maybe we can go with title 4. Let's see how it looks. It's 18 pixels Lalo. So 18 pixels. And this is going to be send. We can try 20 pixels, I think. Title 3 was 20 pixels, so let's write 20. Yeah, much better. Okay, so what you want to do now is select the circle and the text and align them. Give them only 4 pixels distance between them. Make sure to align your text to the center. Now just copy it and type receive. Align them. This is going to be swap. And this is going to be buy. I think that's pretty good. That looks pretty good to me. I think it's a little bit too big. Maybe we can make it look bigger. Let's go 18 pixels. Yeah, definitely. We should use 18 pixels in this situation. So make sure to experiment to find out the best looking design style for yourself. There we go. I think that looks pretty good to me. Okay, so let's disable the grid. And now what you want to do is group these together. Hold shift, or you can just use this, your mouse, select them, group them up, and let's select all of them and group them. Okay, that's perfect. So let's also group our total assets and the eye. We have everything grouped. That's good. Let's place them around maybe 48 pixels. Let's try something more. Let's try 64. Yeah, I think that looks pretty neat to me. Okay, so what we're going to be designing next is the mobile menu here. So let's go. We can delete this actually. We can grab the mobile menu from here, copy it, and just paste it at the frame here. And we can ungroup it. You can delete this text pretty easily. What you want to do now is just detach this component. Okay, what we want to do now is just place it at the bottom right here, expand it all the way to your frame, make sure there's no space. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so in our app we have only 3 menu items, so we're going to be deleting 2 of them. So make sure to ungroup this tab, just delete 2 of them. And now we're going to be doing something a little bit tricky, but it's going to be looking very good. Let's place this 8 pixels on the bottom, and let's do it. So this has some kind of red color. Let's disable the grid right here. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is you can just basically copy this frame. Let's place this at the top. Just copy the frame, and now go to the width and divide it by 3. You can actually calculate things in Figma, so this is pretty cool. There we go. Just delete this item, and what you want to do is copy this 3 times across your whole frame. And what we're gonna do now is we're going to select this. Where's the indicator? Yeah, we're going to place it at the top here. There we go, so we can see it. We're going to give it a white color, and what you want to do now is select your iOS bottom bar 5 tabs here, and you want to give it a color here. So let's give it a color. Okay, that's not the one, so let's try the second one. That's not the second one either. Let's see what's the problem here. Okay, so our frames were covering it up. We want to remove these 3 frames colors. We want to remove the color on them. So let's see what's their color here. So there, okay, something's blocking this stuff. Okay, there we go. Make sure to double click on them and just remove the color. And they have some kind of a stroke at the top, I believe. So make sure to zoom in, select it and delete it. And we can place this back to the bottom. Scale it down perfectly. Let's delete this line as well. Make sure to position everything perfectly. Okay, let's copy this 3 times. There we go. Let's delete these. And what we want to do now is we want to bring down our icons. So we have options, we have wallet, and we have a menu. So actually there is no menu here, but let's find one real quick. This will be included in the design, so don't worry about it. When you get this file, it will have everything. There we go. We have a menu, feather icons. Perfect. Just group it and select these three. Copy. And let's go to the login frame, just paste them right here. And let's add the white color to them. So our first menu item is this. We want to add the text below it, so let's see what we have. Let's try to use maybe body small or body regular, Roboto. So let's see here, wallet, 16 pixels, align them. Yep, that looks pretty good. We can even reduce it a little bit smaller, 12 pixels, auto. There we go. Now that hits the spot. Group them and just hold Shift Alt, group them, and just make to center them. So the purpose of using frames is so we can have equal space between each item. So that's going to make sure we have the perfect spacing around our items or around our menu items. So let's also give it a 12 pixels spacing at the top of the frame. So what you want to do now, to not replicate your work all the time, just copy it, hold Control C, select your next frame and just paste it and just make sure it's center. What you want to do now is just select your menu here, copy it, and just paste it right here. So this is menu. Make sure your text is aligned center. Let's align it once again. There we go. Text center. There we go. That looks pretty neat. Let's copy this one more time and paste it in the third frame. Copy the settings and paste to replace here. Settings. There we go. That's pretty good. So you can delete these. And what you want to do now, since we're at the wallet and this is the active tab, you're going to select the wallet and here's the color. We're going to go to the top and select the primary color here. So that's the active color. Okay, that's pretty good. We have great progress here. The only thing missing here is the tokens section. So we're going to be creating a token section. Let's create a frame. So just click F and create a frame inside your frame. There we go. Let's scale it down a little bit and let's give it a color, fill. Let's try back from mobile here. Okay, so it's the same color. We want to give it a slightly darker color. So let's experiment here a little bit. There we go. I think this should work just fine. Yeah, that's good. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, now we have the switchable tabs here. So they're pretty easy to make. Just select text. Let's see what we have from the titles. I think we can use title 3, 20 pixels Lado. So coins. Maybe we can use even a bigger one. Let's activate our 3-column layout grid. So position it right in the grid. There we go. We can use maybe even bigger text size. So 22 pixels, title 2. Let's give it 22 auto. Yeah. This looks good. Let's give it a 24 pixel padding spacing from the top and on the left. We can disable the grid for now. I think we don't need it. We're going to copy this, write collectibles, copy that once again, history, good. We're going to align them, and you can select 3 of them. Go click on this menu item and just distribute horizontal spacing, so it will distribute the spacing equally between the items. So what we're gonna do here is just give it 40. Okay, and we can just create a line below this element, so control to select it and just create a line here. There we go. It's going to indicate as well. Let's give the line 3 pixels, and we're going to color it white for the moment. Make sure to select the corners to be rounded from both sides. 4 pixels spacing from the top of the element. Select both elements. Let's scroll to the colors and just select the colors here. Both the stroke and the text should be this green. Okay, that looks pretty good already. Let's group them up. And the last thing that we need to add here is the plus, so we can select this plus here, hold Alt Shift and bring it a little bit down. Actually, you know what we can do? We can maybe we can scale this down a little bit, so hold Control Shift and add 20 pixels. 22 was a little bit too big, so you need to iterate in your designs. It's not a straightforward process all the time. So select all of these, center them, give them a spacing of 40 pixels. There we go. Okay, the plus looks good. 24 pixels from the top and the right. Perfect. That looks pretty good. So the last thing that we need to design is the crypto listings. So we have the icons here. Let's copy 4 of them. Let's place them right to the design. Let's design Bitcoin first. Let's write up Bitcoin. Give it 16 pixels right here. Copy this. 14 pixels. BTC. Let's see right now how it looks. Group both of these. Okay, let's get 24 pixels, and the spacing between the text and the logo icon should be probably 12 or 8 pixels, but I think 8 should work better. Okay, that's nice. So we can copy this again. Alt Shift, hold Alt Shift to copy and just drag. So what you want to do now is select this text and move it to the right, and you want to align it to the right as well, both of them. Let's write here an amount. There we go. Some statistics here, and instead of going to the colors all the time, you can just go here, and you can see that Figma suggests the document color, so select the green. Easy. There we go. So now we want to group these two and group these two together. Now you have a component. Pretty good. Let's group these as well. Let's give them a spacing of 32 pixels from the top maybe. And now what you want to do is just copy this all the way down. Let's give them 40 pixels maybe. 40 looks good, I think. Yeah, that's very good. And now let's just replace them. Let's copy Ethereum, pass to replace Ethereum, ETH. Let's give it an amount. 2621. Okay, and this shouldn't be green, so select the price here, set white. Okay, fix that. Let's write a different amount here. Let's select Cardano, select this, paste replace, Cardano, EDA. Let's give it an amount. And the last one is Solana. Paste replace, Solana, SOL, and we can maybe make this negative. So you can experiment, you can go to the red color and just find what works for you best, and I think this should be good. Yeah. There we go. Okay guys, so we have everything designed. Here we go. Perfect. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this first tutorial on our channel. We'll create many more videos like these, so make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And we'll catch you in the next episode. Thank you guys.